Okay, now we're recording. Back to what I was saying. So, yeah. Iron value would be equal to 25, or p-value would be equal to 0.65 because it's 65%. And then our x value would be equal to 14 because it's asking 14 matches out of 25. So basically, does anyone know which one we would use? Will we use Binomial CDF or Binomial PDF? Anyone? Anyone can answer. I can't really see you, so feel free. No? No one? Okay. Now I know how Miss Sinha feels.
Alan, I think Andrew said something in chat.
Yeah, I saw it. So we wouldn't use PDF. We would use CDF because it's asking no more than 14 matches. So it can be, yeah, okay. Okay, Andrew. Okay, you don't have to lie. It's okay. You can get questions wrong, Andrew. It's okay. So basically, yeah, you would use CDF. And so basically what you would plug into your calculator is second vars, go all the way down to binomial CDF, enter all your values, x equals 14, p equals 0.65, and then trials would be 25, paste. And does anyone know the answer? Or once they type it up into their calculator? Paneri, Namita, anyone want to answer?
Is it 0.229?
Yes. Yeah, once it's rounded, it'll be like 0.229. 229. Once it's rounded. All right, that's question 1. 5 more to go. I'm gonna delete this. All right, so for problem 2. So based on the previous record of, no, wait, did she repeat? Yeah, she repeated 2 questions.
No, this one
wait,
uses
yeah,
PDF.
never mind. Yeah, PDF. So yeah, basically, this is really good. But so in the first question, they asked no more. They asked no more, which means it would be CDF because it can be less than 14. But in this one, they're asking exactly. So that would mean PDF because PDF is more specific. So basically, since it's like the same information, and N is going to be 25, P is going to be 0.65, and then X is going to be 14. And then you're going to do the same formula, except you're going to use PDF instead. So once someone has that in their calculator, do you want to give the answer?
0.103.
Yes, 0.103. Good job, Nagita. Okay, question 3. So I actually did question 3, but in this one, it's not asking you to find like the PDF or CDF. It's just asking you to find variance. And so the formula for variance is.
Oh, Alan, hello?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my audio wasn't working, my microphone. Quick question. How do you get the CDF and PDF? Like, how do you get through that on the calculator?
So you would hit second vars.
And then go
all the way,
down.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Binomial PDF and CDF, they should be like letter A and letter B on your calculator.
Okay, I see. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the formula for variance is n times p times 1 minus p. And alright. So in this case, n would be 2 weeks because, or 14, because it's asking how many in 2 weeks, so 14 days. So n would be 14, or not. N would be 14, and then p would be 0.43 because the probability is 43%, 43. And then, of course, it's just going to be p again, so 1 minus 0.43. And then if anyone has an answer, feel free to say it.
Is it 3.43?
Yes. 3.43. That is correct. All right, next question. Clear that. Does everyone get it so far? So far, it's like pretty simple, but yeah. This one, it's basically the same thing as question 1 and 2, but it's asking for the average, I think. Actually, no. Yeah, it's asking for the expected number of days it's going to rain. And for this one, kind of confused on it. So if anyone has an answer, or
I think there's a formula to find expected value. I think it's probability times n, but I'm not sure. Let me look it up.
It's n times p.
Yeah.
So I was correct.
Yeah. Good job, Andrew. So yeah, it's going to be n times p. That's going to be expected value. So we know from the last problem, n is 14, and then the probability is 0.43. So 14 times 0.43
is 6 days.
Yeah, 6 days. The answer is technically 6.02, but they want a whole number, so you're gonna round down to 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay, question 5. Wow, we're really getting through this quickly. For question 5, you're again looking for the expected value. So it's just gonna be same thing you did in question 4, n times p. So sample is 100. So n equals,
Wait, is expected value the same as the mean? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, expected value is the same thing as the mean.
All right.
Yeah, and then it's also asking for your standard deviation, but we'll find out later. So same thing. N is going to be equal to 100. P is going to be equal to 0.02 because the probability is 2%. And so when you multiply 100 times 0.2, that'll just give you 2. So once we have that, we're going to find standard deviation, and which standard deviation basically is just variance. And so it's going to be the same thing we did in problem 3. So I'm just going to move that down here. So basically, you're going to do n times p times 1 minus p. And so n is going to be 100, p is going to be 0.02, basically the same thing. If someone has an answer, would you like to say
Wait, that
variance?
formula n times p times 1 minus p, that's like finding standard deviation?
Yeah, that's defined standard deviation, which is basically variance.
Wait,
So
Alan?
yes?
So that formula is to find variance, and variance is standard deviation squared. So whatever we get for this, like whatever answer we get for this formula, we would just have to find the square root of it
Yeah.
to find standard deviation.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, so variance, so we find this and then we square that answer to get our answer.
Not square root.
We square root it. Or so
Yeah.
square root of variance equals
Standard deviation.
standard deviation.
Right.
All right.
So yeah. and then I don't know how to do square root on a computer, but square root that. So that should get you, if anyone wants to do it, 100 times 0.02 times 1 minus 0.02 is,
I got it 1.4. That is the final answer.
yeah, so yeah, that's right. So this, if you, to find the variance would be 1.96, and then when you square root that, that's gonna be 1.4. Okay, next problem. Okay, that's not gonna go. Let's cover that. In a multiple choice test, there are 10 questions. Each question has 4 choices, one of which is correct. If 60% is a pass mark, and Tom, who knows nothing about the subject, guesses each answer at random, determine the probability that he will pass. Thank you, Andrew, for highlighting it.
Just a little like SAT prep skill, brother.
Yes, sir. So in this one, I asked Miss Sinha about it, and the question, she's gonna it's trying to trick you. The probability is not 60%. It is actually 25%, because there's 4 answer choices, and so 25% of getting one right. So basically, in this one, n would be equal to, n would be equal to 10. P would be equal to 0.25 because of 4 choices. And then
He needs 6 questions to pass, so your X would want to be 6.
yeah, your X would want to be 6. Thank you, Andrew. And then yeah,
Wouldn't we use CDF for this one? Because he can get 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 to pass.
Yeah, you would use CDF for this one. Actually, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Well, let's get the answer and check it with their answer choice.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, but for this question, we'd have to do we'd have to put x as 5, and we'd have to subtract it from 1.
Yeah.
But X is 5.
Yeah, cause it says that he needs 6 to pass. So if he gets 6 correct, he passes. So we have to get 1 less from that, which is 5. Cause our calculator can only calculate up to something.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we just subtract it from 1.
Do a little. 1 second.
I'm not getting the right answer. That's on the review. 1 second. Let me see her explanation. So I get what she did on how would you calculate that?
I got 0.0197.
How'd you get that? That's right, but how'd you get that? Because I'm confused.
Well, none of y'all are going to want to do it this way. But the way I did it was I did PDF and I just put 6, I put 7, I put 9, 8, I put 9, I put 10, and I added all those answers together.
If you use CDF and you type 5, you should get an answer, and then you subtract that from 1.
CDF use 5, 10, 5, 1 minus this. She is correct, Alan.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Nita. Again, I really don't know why Mira asked me to do this. You guys should do it. But yeah, that's the end of the review.
That's
Does
okay.
anyone have any questions to ask?
So you did. So we had the x was 6, and then we
Mhm.
subtract 1 from it. Oh, because we could figure out how many 5 was, but we couldn't. Okay.
Yeah, it's like some weird rule that she said. Don't like remember exactly, but Paneri said it's like we can only calculate up to 5. Our calculator can't go over. So
Yeah, so our calculator can only calculate up to something. So if we have to like find something that's like more than 6, we have to find the opposite. And then we subtract it from 1.
yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Paneri.
All right. Thank you, Paneri. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Alan.
That's all. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.